but the market as well, right? So Nifty is 25,130. It's absolutely flattish. The Nifty Bank has gotten a little bit more, right? About a 0.25% higher right now, 24,930. Mid-cap index is up about a 0.25%, and I think the small-cap index will come up. So these are, decent sort of starts to begin the session. The Nifty heat map will give you a quick sense of how we are starting within the first few seconds of market open. Look at that. I mean, 2-point change in the Nifty, neither here nor there. Dr. Reddy's on one end and Eternal, that is Zomato, on the other end. This is, again, a very evenly balanced kind of screen between green and red. But let's get to individual names, and I guess, as Rima was pointing out, so Tata Tech is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, let's start with that stock, big newsmaker of the morning, with the acquisition taking place. So we've got about a 2% up move on Tata Tech. Back to the Nifty names then. There's some cool-off in IT after yesterday's hard run, rather last week. Remember, the IT index was up 4-5% last week. Infosys, TCS, Wipro, all these stocks are seeing a little bit of red as the day starts off. There is some red on HDFC Life, on Shriram Finance, on Bajaj Finserv. So the non-bank financials, they are starting off on the softer note. But on the upside, there's Eternal. There's some buying coming back to auto names like Hero Moto, Bajaj Auto. They're again finding some takers. BEL on Friday, defense had a very, very powerful move. So it seems that BEL is continuing from that sort of note. SBI, ICICI Bank, minor gains. But all put together, it's nothing very major. Nifty only up 10 points as of now. Mangalam.
It's only up 10 points, but this is a positive because the GIFT Nifty was actually indicating a 30-point downtick at the open. So to that extent, it's been good, just meandering below the August 21st level of 25,154 for the frontline index. But a lot of broader market names are doing well. Straight off the bat, we have nearly 3 stocks advancing for every stock which is declining. And among the stocks which are gaining, Tata Tech, we spoke about the acquisition. RVNL is doing well. So along with defense is the rail pack, which is doing well too. Vedanta is another one, which is up around 2%. So issues with SEPCO resolved. That stock is, fairly well bid. On the way down, though, we have KRBL that stands out, down 11%. One of their independent directors has resigned, citing corporate governance issues in the company. So opened about 7-8% lower and now is seeing a fair amount of sell-off. In fact, down about 12%. The other one which is seeing some profit booking is Latravenues Tech, the makers of Ixigo. That's down about 5% as well. So some bit of profit booking is what we've seen there. But here as well, on the way up, we are seeing some traction on RailTel. They've won an order. In fact, one of the many orders that they won over the last 2 weeks or so. So that stock fairly well bid. Pharma, along with IT, is the one which is taking a pause for breath. So we have Strides, which is lower by about 1.5%. Aurobindo Pharma down about 1.5% as well. Zydus Life is seeing some profit booking. So more export-facing names pausing for breath today as against domestic names. All of them doing extremely well. Case in point, something like a Hero MotoCorp as well, which is higher. So by and large, a decent screen, one would say, as compared to what the GIFT Nifty was indicating, and especially after putting on an 8-day rally, the broader market's doing relatively better. That should suffice as a no big, bang sort of opening, and let's see whether it steadies out.
Market breadth is about a clean 2:1 in favor of advances. So this is, it's a broader market play once again. So let me just quickly highlight some of the other movers, right, which are making a go for it. Cochin Shipyard is up 3.5%. It's the biggest. It's at the number 4 position with regards to volumes and gains. I don't think we highlighted RailTel. RailTel is up 5.5%. It's a big one, 400 on RailTel, and very large volumes. Shakti Pumps had a very large move on Friday. So basically, from Thursday's close, which was $800, Monday morning it's at 900 rupees. So Friday was a big one, and today is a big one as well. 81,000 shares coming through. I mean, of course, it's come off from about 1,050 levels. Generally, over the years, it's done phenomenally well. EIL, Engineers India, 3.5% higher on that one. Tata Tech, of course, we highlighted. Anantraj is up about 4%. Data Patterns is up about 4% or so. Astra Micro is up about 4.5%. I think a lot of these smaller defense names, right, which are mid-cap defense names which are doing well. Apollo, of course, we highlighted earlier as well. So, yeah, I mean, DCX is another one which is up about 3% or so. But as I go down the list, volumes thin out a little bit. So watch that. I think KRBL we highlighted, it's the second largest volume-led loser, 11% knock on KRBL. So at about, 396. Look at the volumes, 134,000 shares already. GMDC, I think we put out with Hormuz as well earlier, 2% lower. There is Moschip, which has had a supercharged move from 160 kind of levels straight to about 270, taking it a bit easy now. Ixigo, what a mover, right? I mean, Ixigo was up as of, I think, Friday or Thursday's close, up 90% in 2025. It's up 72 now, so it's come off the highs. The high is about 330, stocks at about, 289. It's down 6%, 6.5%, but huge gains. Last year, when the year listing, stock did nothing, and it just picked up very, very sharply. MobiKwik is another one of those shooting stars, 2.5% lower today. Ola is down 1.5%. Again, a name which has done very well, under 60 rupees. AB Capital, and I can go on Sundaram Finance, Precision Camshaft. But, again, on the downside as well, as I sort of run through the names, volumes start to trickle and fade away a little bit.